All right, guys, what's going on? It's your boy Josh, back again with another video. Today, we're talking about one of my favorite Android phones right now, the Google Pixel 10 Pro. I've used my Google Pixel 10 Pro for the last couple of weeks, and in this video, I'm going to talk about my experience with it, the things that I think Google definitely needs to improve upon, and why this phone will continue to be in my pocket for the foreseeable future. Let's get it. Okay, so I ordered the Google Pixel 10 Pro in the beautiful, immaculate moonstone colorway. And the first time I took this phone out of the box, I was delighted by how beautiful it was, how good it felt in hand, and how honestly, to me, it just felt like a piece of jewelry. Let's take a look together. Look how gorgeous this phone is. Now, like I said, this is the standard Pixel 10 Pro. This is the smaller version, and it just fits my hands so perfectly. Now, I know a lot of people hate these glossy sides, and honestly, I kind of do too, but look how beautiful this phone looks whenever it's shiny like this. It looks amazing. This moonstone color, when I first got this phone in this color, I actually was not a fan because it looked, in my particular lighting, like a lavender color. But then whenever I used it for a while and got it in different environments, there is a lot of gray, sky blue, and also I still do see a little bit of lavender as well. But this phone to me is absolutely pristine. I don't think there is a better looking phone on the market right now. Now guys, I am recording on the Galaxy S25 Ultra. So let me know how this video quality looks, and also let me know how this stabilization is. This is a very hard scene to capture. Now, whenever we look at the display, this display surprises me over and over again every single day. This is by far the brightest phone I have ever used, and I have used some bright phones. This phone is 3300 nits, and I can tell a huge difference between how bright this phone gets and my iPhone 16 Pro Max gets. Now, of course, they say that 3300 nits of brightness is only used outdoors, but even indoors, like whenever I'm watching HDR content or, just my typical YouTube videos, this display still gets insanely bright. And one of the reasons why I like the Google Pixel 10 Pro over the standard Google Pixel 10 is because this particular phone comes with a sharper display. So whenever we jump into the display settings and scroll to the very bottom, we have the max resolution option. This option is not available on the standard Google Pixel 10. So the max resolution is 1280 by 2856 versus that 1080 by 2410. And I'm the kind of person who could tell a difference between this display and the one that is on the Google Pixel 10. Now, if you use the Google Pixel 10 and you enjoy that display, you won't know what you're missing out on unless you try a Pro version and or you have a keen eye like mine. So of course, since this is the latest Pixel phone, you get the latest version of Android as well. You get Android 16 and Android Material 3 Expressive. I absolutely adore Material 3 Expressive. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and change the theme here so you can get an idea of the coloring. Let's hit colors here, and let's do this blue color as an example. We'll swipe up. So now that we set the theme to like the blue theme, whenever you swipe down, you'll see those new icons change colors. And then whenever you hit the dark theme, you can see what that looks like as well as the icons. I absolutely love Android 16 and Material 3. There are so many features built into this operating system. There are so many differences with the way the operating system looks and operates. I think Google did a hell of a job with Android 16 and Material 3. Look at this. The quick settings, you have these beautiful bouncy and haptic feeling feedbacks here. Absolutely beautiful. And while we were talking about haptics, Google enhanced the haptics again. I don't know how they keep doing this, but almost every year the haptics are better than what they were before, and these are no exception. Absolutely insane haptics. They're very tight, very precise, and blow the majority of Android phones out of the water when it comes to haptics.
I am also very shocked by the speaker quality on this device. I don't know if Google said this or if it was just a rumor, but they got rid of the SIM card tray. And the space that was used by the SIM card was actually used to enhance the speakers. And I have to say, the speakers on this small Pro device rival my iPhone 16 Pro Max in terms of loudness, clarity, clearness, bass, everything, low end, high end. These speakers on this phone sound amazing, actually. That is one feature that very much surprised me jumping from the 9 Pro over to this device.
And guys, keep in mind on a Google Pixel phone, you have so many AI features on this device. You have Gemini, obviously. You have Google's new Magic Q features. You have all of the new camera features like the new 100X, which we will talk about later. You have video boost within the cameras. You have circle to search. You have the AI wallpaper creator tool. You have Magic Eraser. The Google Pixel offers so many different features. And not only that, but the phone allows you to continuously get features with the Google Pixel software drops. And then of course you get 7 years of Android updates. So the Pixel software experience is still one of my favorites. Now, one of the downsides with the Pixel software for me is that within the launcher, I wish they gave me the ability to remove the search bar and to remove the Pixel at a glance widget. But other than that, I really enjoy this software. I love all of the AI features. Although I may not use all of the features, I really like how I have the ability to use it. That also includes the screen calling abilities, the scam detection, hold for me, direct my call screening, all of the above. So Google, keep doing what you're doing. Keep bringing us Pixel drops.
Now, one thing I would really like Google to do is get rid of 128 gigs of storage as the base storage on these devices. So of course, the iPhone 17 was just announced. That starts at 256 gigs. So I would really like to see 128 gigs of storage go away. 2025, 128 gigs of storage is just not enough.
All right, guys, I found a spot I like, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about the cameras. The Google Pixel always has fantastic cameras, and this phone is no exception. I really like the cameras. So of course you get the high resolution ultra wide camera, you get the 1X camera, and then you get the 5X telephoto as well. And I could be wrong, but I think they're all 48 megapixels. And you have the ability to either shoot in 12 megapixels, or you can go ahead and click on this. It opens up the Pro mode, and then you can shoot in 50 megapixels for high resolution. And then you also have the ability to use the AI zoom all the way up to 100X. That's even 20X, now looks good. But let's try this 100X together. Jeez Louise. I don't have this in view. Let's see here. I don't really have this in view for you guys, but there's a rock over there I'm trying to take a picture of. Oh my goodness, got it. A lot of times it doesn't look the best. Like this photo actually looks kind of AI-y. But the cool thing about this is you can actually, and this works through all zoom ranges, you get the ProRes zoom photo, but you also get the standard non-ProRes zoom photo. So guys, let's do this. Let's take a photo at, I don't know, let's just say 50X. I am going to get a ProRes version of this photo and also a version of the photo that is non-ProRes. So this photo actually doesn't look that bad. That actually looks pretty close to what my eyes look like. Now, of course, it's still AI, so it's not the most perfect thing in the world. But when you look at that photo versus this photo, there's just a little bit of a difference. Google did their adjusting and made it look better. But the cool thing about the ProRes zoom, for one, you don't have to use it. It actually requires you to download it whenever you first get the phone. And for two, you get the standard photo along with the AI photo. So that way, if there's something I am taking a picture of that want the true actual usability of the actual camera and a non-AI photo, I can get that photo along with the enhanced AI photo as well. So I don't think ProRes zoom is a bad thing. I think it's a good feature, actually. Let me go over here. Let's jump over to the gallery. The photos I have taken on this phone have astonished me. So even the 12 megapixel photos, they look great. Google Pixel's photo processing looks amazing across the board. I feel like whenever I use this phone, I am some special photographer kind of guy or something. I mean, the cameras do a hell of a good job. There's a picture of my son here. Let's see. This photo, this is a portrait photo. Came out absolutely amazing. Yes, the cameras on this are really, really good. I think I just like the processing more on this phone. I think the iPhone is close. But when you take photos with the Google Pixel, it gives you that dramatic, beautiful look, man. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, it does a really good job. Google Pixel 10 Pro, I very, very much enjoy the photos. I enjoy the usability of the ultra wide, the standard lenses, and also all of the different zoom ranges as well. I don't really have too many issues with the photos. When it comes to video, I have a few gripes I want to talk about. So whenever we launched a video and launched the video settings, for one, you can't shoot in 4K 60 HDR. So as you guys see, I have 4K 60 on, but it shows 10-bit HDR as unavailable. I have had 4K 60 HDR on my phones for years, dating back to like the iPhone 12, I think. So I think Google definitely needs to bring the 4K 60 HDR feature to this phone. And also, if you shoot blur videos, which is very similar to what Apple calls the cinematic video feature, you can only shoot in 1080p 30 FPS. So as you see, I clicked a little icon up there, and the only options I have is flash. I should have an option for 4K 30. So I think Google needs to make the blurred background video also shoot in 4K 30 as well with HDR. But yeah, other than that, guys, the video cameras on this phone actually shoot pretty dang well. I think that they are by far better than the 9 series devices. But I will say Google still has the stuttery, like lens to lens issue that they've always had. But I think that that's really just an Android thing. And then whenever you zoom inside of video, it only goes to 20x, and it typically doesn't look very well. So I typically try to stick with the 1, 2, or 5x's because those are the actual, typical areas where you shoot video. Videos overall, they look great. I just wish especially that I could shoot in 4K 60 HDR. I shoot all my videos on YouTube in 4K 60 HDR. So I really wish I had that feature. Now, you can actually obtain that by turning on video boost. But just like this video, for example, I'm shooting on the Galaxy S25 Ultra. But if I was shooting a 4K 60 HDR video boost video on this Google Pixel, and it's like 35 minutes long, like this video will be on my S25 Ultra, that video would take like a week to process to Google Photos. So I really can't use the video boost feature whenever I use this phone from my YouTube channel. So I'll just have to shoot in 4K 30, which is no big deal. I just prefer the 4K 60 look, as I'm sure you guys do as well. All right, guys, we'll talk about performance really fast. First things first, the fingerprint scanner on this phone, fastest, is the most accurate and the best on a Google Pixel device, and it's not even close. I'm actually using a glass screen protector, and this phone's fingerprint scanner is just perfect every single time. I don't have any issues at all with the fingerprint scanner on this phone. It's absolutely great. It honestly probably even rivals my Galaxy S25 Ultra in terms of accuracy and speed, which I could never say about a Google Pixel phone in the past. And I can honestly say the same thing about the face unlock. The face unlock is insanely fast. So let's see if I can get this on video. I don't know if you guys saw that, but you can see how quick the unlock animation shows up whenever I put my face up to the phone. So yeah, the face unlock, the fingerprint scanner, both are amazing. And one thing about the Google Pixels is that you can unlock your applications and your passwords and your banking apps with your face unlock, which is the only Android phone in the world that can do that. And then whenever you are looking at the general performance of this phone, this has the new TSMC Google Pixel Tensor 5 chip. This phone actually feels a lot faster to me than my old Google Pixel 9 Pro, and it actually feels like a lot faster. So I know there's been some concerns and confusion about this new Google Pixel chip, especially whenever you look at the GPU, but I haven't had any issues. I've actually played Call of Duty on this phone quite a bit and haven't had any problems. I've used the cameras a lot on this phone, and I noticed that the shutter, whenever you take photos, the photos don't lag like they used to on the old Google Pixel 9 Pro. And of course you get that 16 gigs of RAM. But for me, I'm excited that the performance is so good on this phone because I have actually had issues with my Google Pixels in the past when it comes to performance, when it comes to the screen just lagging whenever I'm scrolling around the operating system. But yeah, so far, this phone has been great. I would just recommend staying away from the reviews that are saying that the performance is not good on this phone. Obviously, this is not the gaming beast like the Galaxy S25 Ultra is and other phones that use a Snapdragon Elite chip, but this phone definitely holds its own, and you can actually game on this phone still. Like I said, I've played quite a few games and I haven't had any issues at all. So I think for the majority of people out there, especially like when you look at the cameras, the performance is really good. Last but not least, guys, the battery. Battery to me is really good on this phone. I typically give between 5 and 7 hours of screen on time. And for me, that's like take it off the charger at 5 a.m. and not have to charge the phone again until the following morning. And that is somebody who uses their phones a lot, especially my Google Pixel phones. I do a lot of voice to text, a lot of Gemini, a lot of camera use. And this phone, to me, honestly, just keeps going, especially for it being a smaller, compact sized phone. The battery is excellent. So yeah, guys, that is my experience with Mr. Moonstone the last couple of weeks. Let me know down below if you guys picked up this Google Pixel. Let me know if you are excited for, what Google has been doing on this phone. And let me know what I missed in this video. I appreciate you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.